Hey guys, so today I'm going to answer a question that a lot of you ask, and that is how I edit my photos. So I'm just going to start by picking out a photo. Usually all of my favorite photos are in my favorite folder. That kind of makes sense, but whatever. So these are a few photos I took of myself while Shakira took of me the other day, and I really like this one, so let's edit that one. So next what I do is I go into my photography folder, and I always start out with Snapseed. So as you can see, I edited one of the other photos, but I'm just going to go in and find that photo that we are going to use today, and there it is. So I click on that little button on the bottom and start with Tune Images. If it's really dark, I will add brightness, but this one's already really bright, so I'm going to add some contrast to it. And then some ambiance you can see on either side. Sometimes it takes away the details, some it adds more. So I'm going to add some to it. And I always round them off. I'm just a weirdo. It's fine. And then sometimes I'll add a little bit of highlight just to, pop it a little bit brighter without brightening it. So next I go into details. I love this. I live for the structure and the sharpen feature. I love to sharpen my images extremely, and so yeah, as you can see, I put it up pretty high. So now I'm just going in and I am adding brightness to darker corners in this photo. It's the selective option that was shown before. I love it because if you can see right there, it lightens up those dark corners. So then I go to the main menu into tonal contrast, and I just like the standard what it puts it at. It really makes it more high definition, and I love that for my photos. And lastly, I go into grainy films and use this filter X04. It is my filter I use for all of my photos. I love it. This is the before and after. You can just see how obsessed I am with it. Now it is time to save the photo and move on. There we go, save successful. So now I'm just going to go into VSCO cam. Some people call it Boss Cam. I just say VSCO. And let's just import the photo in so we can start working with it. So sometimes when I put that edit on it, it kind of takes the color away from it. So I like to put an additional edit over it to really bring out those colors. This one I love the A's, so I think I'm just gonna go in between these and find one. I'm really liking this one, but A6 always has my heart, so I'm probably gonna go with it and take off a ton of the filter just to get those colors more vibrant. Next, I'm gonna go in and adjust the skin tone. I love this feature on this app to make it more of a yellow tone. And then I always add grain on this app. I love the grain that it does on VSCO cam, and I'm just messing with it. Now I am all done using this app, and it is time to save the photo. I always do it for actual size when I save it and move on. Next, I go into an app called Faded. It is where I add all my intense dust and scratches onto my photos to make them even look more vintage. So I go in and go to Dust and Scratches, how ironic, and I'm just sliding through the different filters that they have. So I have chosen the second Dull and Scratches one, and I'm just fixing up that now. And I always like to go right back through and see if there's any more I want to overlap it with. I really like this first one a lot, and I usually am just, trying to move it around, see what I like. Not really sure if I like it in that corner or that one. So I've decided that the top right corner is where it's most naturally going to look okay. So I'm just going to turn down the opacity of it, and this is what it looks like. Really intense and not as intense. And yeah, this is the before and after. I really love this. Love it. So now I'm done here. Let's save it and move on to the last bit of this. So I'm going into an app called Filter Loop. It's brand new. I just started using it very recently and I'm excited. So let's pull up the photo. There it is. So beautiful. I love it. So I go over to textures and go into dust. And this is another place where I get other ones of these dust and scratches and vintage feels to them. So I'm just going to go through it because I really want an intense grain on this photo. And yes, this is something I typically do. I do a lot of layering, especially with the dust and the scratches. And that's what I'm doing right now. I am just going through, deciding what I like best. And this one is the one I picked. So I'm just going to save this right here. There we go. Woohoo! And now I am just going to show you guys a quick before and after. Let me screenshot this. Okay, so here's the before and the after. Oh, I love the before, but the after just has that real strong vintage feel to it, and I am just loving how this turned out. And of course, the last step is uploading it onto my Instagram account. I really loved doing this video for you guys, and I hope that you all loved it. I know that a lot of you ask how I edit my photos, and I really hope that this kind of clarified it for you, maybe opened things up for you, showed you new apps to use. I just really love editing my photos and making them very vintagey, and if you like that, you'll love this too. And comment below if you want to see more videos like this, and please do not forget to subscribe. I am trying to get a lot better at putting out videos for you guys, not only so that you can see my silly face, but also so that you can see me do the silly things I do. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you soon. And if you guys want to see more photos like this, be sure to follow me on my Instagram. This is my handle right here, MMOOR. And go comment on my last photo of video camera so I know that you watched this video. See ya!